we'll see what we do. We'll go Hunter. Gladiator's Longbow. That's a nice card. Bestial Wrath. How do we feel about that card? Don't think you can pick it over the Longbow. Immunity this turn. I don't know how I feel about that. I've never really played Hunters, but I feel like Gladiator's Longbow, you're immune while attacking, can be really strong for late game. It does only do 5 damage compared to like an Arcanite Reaper, which is also 5, but it's 7. But again, you don't take any damage from it. So I think that can be fairly strong. Bestial Wrath is dirt cheap though. +2 attack on like the Wind Fury. Bestial Wrath actually could end up winning you the game with a Wind Fury creature. I guess we'll go Longbow. I actually could consider this because you could really combo really strongly with that. This clears the board though. That's generally what you need. So how rushy do we want to play? Tidehunter versus... Couldn't really see Archmage being that good on a Hunter. Razorven Hunter gives you a boar, which is a beast. Could come in handy. The Tidehunter, fairly weak in general. There are better 2-drops than that. So I'd rather play the Hunter. Direwolf, very strong. Raptor's decent. I do like the Direwolf a lot in general, especially if you're playing kind of a rushy deck, but Direwolf can do a lot of damage. Hyena. Beast dies. If we play the boar, boar dies. Beast gets strong. Murloc's decent as well. Oh geez. Light Warden's weak. Priestess is generally weak. Priestess could buff up something. I don't really like questing though either. I feel like I'm not going to end up playing that many cards per turn though. I think I want to go Priestess. Because Priestess can buff Hyena. If we get a Buzzard or something, you can buff that. I just don't think questing will be valuable at all. I think questing's easily killed off. Because you basically need to play 2 cards to make this card have value. It needs to get to at least a 4/4 to have any value at all. Being a 3/3 is generally pretty weak, and most of the time you're going to be playing it as a 3/3 after turn 3. So I think we'll probably go Young Priestess. These are all pretty weak in this deck. I don't really see any of them being that useful. I really don't like this card in general though, it dies too easily, but questing is way too weak. Mana Addict can be decent. A-Bomb can clear the board for us if we need to. I feel like this deck already doesn't have a lot of direction. I really just don't know how I really play Hunters, or want to play Hunters. We need to Unleash the Hounds. So far we don't have any spells, so Violet Teacher loses some value. A-Bomb could end up killing our own creatures, but it would be kind of a stop to kill off the board. Again, we don't have a lot of spells for Mana Addict to be useful. I guess we'll go ahead and pick A-Bomb. Sorry, the stream's kind of depressing because I really just don't know how to play Hunters. It's fucking hot up here though. Let's turn the fan. Let's see. Violet Teacher can be decent. We really don't have cards to really protect it though, or to make it more useful. Being a 3/5 for 4 isn't terrible, but I'd rather just have a Yeti. A-bomb. A-bomb stops rushy decks, so we'll pick that. Multi-shot versus buzzard. It's also a tough call. I like multi-shot a lot. I like buzzard a lot. So far we have 2. There's a beast here, so we have 3 beasts. 3 beasts out of 6 cards, actually not terrible. I love the removal in multi-shot. I think we actually might have to pick that up over buzzard, but I do love buzzard as well. Buzzard does buff the hyena if the buzzard dies. Panther's actually decent as well, but I think Panther's probably our 3rd pick here. We can get other removal later. We might not get another buzzard. So I think we'll go ahead and pick up the buzzard. Buzzard can basically have more value. Magma Ranger is not very good in general. Can only really be good in charger decks or if you've got a lot of taunt to protect it. Explosive Trap's very strong. Acolyte of Pain wouldn't do much for us here either. So Kill Command versus Arcane Shot or Cult Master. Cult Master gets value, creatures dying off, but Kill Command is very strong. Jesus. Flare is weak. Flare is nice against Warlocks. Secret Keeper is very poor, and the Corsair is really poor, so at least this draws a card. But in general, Flare is pretty weak, so I really don't like any of these. Secret Keeper could be played as a on turn 3, but it'd only be a 2/3. Still not really worth it. It does destroy enemy secrets, so that's nice. Zerker, strong card. I love Zerker. Actually, I don't know how I feel about Zerker versus Croc here, though. We don't have any of the Houndmasters. We do have a Hyena. I do think Zerker is a stronger card, though, than the Croc. Almost. I don't know about a Hunter deck, though. I just don't play Hunters very much. I love Zerker. I think it's a very strong card. I kind of think I'm going to pick Zerker over the Croc. You think you're going to pick Croc, though? I know, Croc is a beast. Oh, I thought you meant like beast, like amazing card. I do agree that's a beast. That's why I'm torn. I just think Zerker's a better card. We'll go beasts. Basically, we'll see if we can play beasts and get any love from that. Not much point in the Kobold. We'll take the removal. Multi-shot, we passed on the other one. Yeah, there were Croc and Zerker in her deck. Yeah. Leash of the Hounds. That's a great card. Beast get charge. Another beast. Chillwind Yeti's decent, but I think we want to try to play beast mode, rushy decks. There's more beasts versus Zerker. So we're going early game, it seems. Damn, good thing we got the buzzard. Houndmaster versus another hyena. We could actually go 3 hyenas. That'd be pretty fucking crazy. Versus a Houndmaster. I like the Houndmaster, but honestly, I feel like these beasts could get out of control. Playing Houndmaster on the Croc can be real strong, though. Make that a 4/5 plus a 4/3 on the board. Houndmaster's really good, though. What are the odds of us getting another Houndmaster? We'll get another Houndmaster? Alright, we'll do it. I believe in the heart of the cards. Deadly Shot. Timberwolf. So this is the combo wombo. So you play, all we need is the, holy shit, another fucking hyena. All we need is the 1/1 harpy thing, and you can wreck bitches in one turn. All the hyenas, okay? So, Imp Master versus Argus. I think we want to protect our hyenas. Not a huge fan of Imp Master. I'm a huge fan of Argus, though. Argus is really good. Pint-Sized Summoner doesn't really do a lot for us. We got a lot of low drops as it is, so it doesn't really. It could let us play 2 cards in one turn, but the odds of this living aren't that high, and Argus is amazing. So, Knife Juggler versus Cobra. Cobra is a beast. We'll take the beast. Knife Juggler's okay. Snapjaw, Beast, or Charge. It's actually kind of a tough call. Beast or a better Charge clears the board. Wanna go Beast? All Beasts? All Beast, Beast mode? Beast mode! Alright, we'll go Beast mode. I need to update the title. So, Eaglehorn Bow versus Knife Juggler. We'll take the bow. We only have one secret though, that's unfortunate. But maybe they'll have secrets, who knows. Knife Juggler's fairly weak. We do have a lot of low cards though, but we'll take the removal. So, Corehound Unleash the Hounds does 9-10 damage to the face. While that's pretty ridiculous, I think I'd rather have a taunt. Yeah, I'd rather have the Fin Creeper. Not a huge fan of the Corehound in general. Not a huge fan of the Smith either, actually. I'd rather have the taunt and protect some of our bullshit creatures. Brewmaster versus Dwarf. I like the Brewmaster. We actually have a ton of 2s already though. We need a bit more mid game. Raptor is a beast, but I think I value the Dwarf. Do I value the Dwarf more? I fucking love the Dwarf. I love the Dwarf in every deck. However, Bloodfin Raptor is a 5. What did I just say? Bloodfin Raptor is a beast. Did I say it's a 5? That doesn't make sense. Bloodfin Raptor is a 3/2. I love the Dwarf though. I don't think losing one beast is going to kill us. Dwarf is too strong. Faceless Manipulator versus Bullshit Card and Bullshit Card. That's a tough call. Raid Leader, again, can make this stuff hit really hard. Not a huge fan of the Corehound. Corehound could only be good with Unleash the Hounds. Dragonling Mechanic is a decent 4-drop. I don't think the Mechanical Dragonling is a beast. I'm pretty sure it's like a robot. I can't really justify getting the Corehound here. It does charge with Unleash the Hounds, but I don't really like Raid Leader either because it's just so easy to kill. We're gonna get super screwed versus like mages and stuff with all these low cards in AoE, but well, Core does get killed easily. However, if you play it with Unleash the Hounds, you're basically getting a 10 damage kill. Like, it's basically a 10 damage. It's a fucking Pyroblast. Those two cards combined. So, that's only the justification there. It does give us a late game card, which we don't have much of. So, I think we're going to pick it up. Raid Leader can cause some of our creatures to have more damage to kill other things off. Dragon Mechanic's a decent 4. Yeah, it is. But you wouldn't really play this early on. You'd play it later on once you kind of have board control already. I really don't want Corehound either. I'm really not a fan of Corehound. We're going to do it. Animal Companion, there's one. We have very little card draw though. Kodo versus Flare versus Drake. I love Kodo. Kodo's great. Drake's pretty strong as well, but we're going beast mode on this deck, so. The creature you summon doesn't say Mr. Bitey. Oh, there's a Highmane. That's a great card. That's a very solid last pick. There's some late game for us. That makes up for not picking up that Corehound earlier, because the fucking Highmane is legit. We didn't get a. We passed on our only Houndmaster. We picked up a 4th Hyena. That's probably going to be a mistake, but if we can get those Hyenas out of control, it's going to be nasty. Alright, so we only have one Deadly Shot. We didn't get the 1/1 Wind Fury, which is nice to have, which can actually win the game for you, but fairly solid otherwise. Kill Command, Deadly Shot. We only have one Kill Command. Do have a Cobra, multi-shot. We got a lot of beasts. We don't have a lot of removal. We have 2 weapons, which is good. We only have 1 explosive trap.